Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Jacqui Van Ham, your girl in the know for all things motorcycle. Welcome to today's show, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is your Friday show, your Fun Fact Friday motorcycle news going on. I figured everybody was probably chowing down on Wednesday, so I didn't do a show on Wednesday, but I figured I'd circle back here today. Maybe you needed a little break from all of this food and football and whatever you're getting up to here during the holiday weekend. I had an excellent Thanksgiving here at the house, working on the camper van, the relentless, endless camper van project, working on that yesterday, and then we just got a huge gaggle of carry-out food and just sat at the house and pigged out. So that's what we did for our Thanksgiving. It was absolutely wonderful. It was a great day. So I hope that you had a lovely day as well. For today's show, I just wanted to jump on real quick, talk to you about a little bit of news that's been going on the past week or so out here in motorcycle land, and then tell you about the show that I'm planning for next week, which I'm very excited about. I'll be doing lots of research and coming up with some great gift ideas. I know it's that time of year. We got to start thinking about it. What do you get the person who has absolutely everything? Well, I've got the best gift list ever coming your way on next week's program. So as always, make sure you hit that notifications on button. Give me a like and a follow over at my Jacqui Van Ham page. I move all of these videos over to that location as soon as I wrap up streaming over here. As always, I can see your comments, so feel free to peek in and say, hey. John Dennis, thank you for tuning in. Our Alreen Marie, thank you for tuning in. We love when you guys check in and say hey and let me know where you are tuning in from. So first things first, for today's show, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that are going on out in the news. I had to grab with this screen grab from a buddy of mine. I thought that was hilarious. I came in like a butterball. Lord knows I did. I've been doing nothing but eating for the past 24 hours. But it's been wonderful. I had 3 different desserts last night. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. I'm gonna let it rip. It's the holiday season. That's how we do here in the United States. So first things first. As far as motorcycle news, this has been on the internet for a little while now, and there just came a little bit more hard details about it, so I wanted to bring it up to you. That bike on your screen right now, that is a Honda Rebel. Now, I had talked about Honda Rebel releasing their 500cc, which is the largest Rebel, or one of the largest Rebels that they'd ever made. Rebel is a little bit of a smaller displacement. It is in the cruiser category, obviously you can see from the slide on the screen. I think it is just a dope little bike. I have loved this bike for forever. They did a really cool rebranding a couple of years ago where they kind of separated themselves out at trade shows away from the regular big red tent, the big red Honda tent. They separated themselves out and they were really focusing on how fun and all the customizing options that are available for these bikes. I think this is such a great second bike to have in the garage for just your in-town commuter scooter, or an excellent option for a first motorcycle. I think that this is just a brilliant option. It has been a little bit smaller in the CC categories, which I'm totally fine with. Half of America lives in cities. We don't need great big huge bikes, in my mind, particularly if it's your first bike. So they did bump up to 500 cc's, which I thought that was wonderful. I thought that was great. And then now, woo, they just went all the way off the rails because this is a great big huge 1100 cc Honda Rebel. Honda puts the Africa Twin engine in the 2021 Rebel 1100. For decades, the Honda Rebel has been a stalwart in the small displacement cruiser category. So it comes as a bit of a surprise that for 2021, Honda is introducing the decidedly Little Rebel 1100. If you said someone took the engine out of 1100 Africa Twin, Honda's flagship adventure bike, and built a cruiser around it, I would have assumed it was some bonkers custom outfit. Well, Honda did the deed itself, putting the parallel twin engine in a slammed trellis frame. The whole thing actually makes good sense. The 1100cc parallel twin is retuned for its new application and features different camshaft profiles for each cylinder. The result is that one cylinder produces slightly more power before 4,000 RPM, while the other produces more above 4,000 RPM. Honda says that in conjunction with the 270-degree crank, the engine provides unique power pulses, which will likely increase the visceral feel of the Africa Twin's already characterful motor. The Rebel 1100 is available with a manual 6-speed transmission for $92.99 MSRP, or with Honda's automatic dual clutch transmission DCT for $99.99, so just under $10,000. With DCT, riders can ride in fully automatic mode or shift using bar-mounted buttons. It's equipped with ride-by-wire throttle, features 4 power delivery modes, and 4 levels of traction control. It also features 3 levels of wheelie control, which isn't something you find or need on every raked out cruiser. So I thought that this was just a great looking bike, I think that is just absolutely killer for less than $10,000 and 1100cc in the cruiser category. I think that that is just a really, really kick-ass option. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about that a little bit on today's show. Another neat thing going on out here in the motorcycle land, particularly this coming week, with today being Black Friday. There's all sorts of Black Friday deals all over the internets, all over the place. The folks over at Cycle Gear are having great big huge sales. I mean, everybody's having great big huge sales. So feel free to click over to all of those pages. However, I would really love it if you decided to shop small and spend your money with some of these smaller businesses out here in the motorcycle universe, because a lot of these are independently owned small businesses, and we like to keep the lights on too. We like to keep a roof over our head. We like to feed ourselves. We like to keep the lights on. So I will also be bringing you, going to be bringing you a couple different shows around that theme starting next week. One is kind of a really neat ultimate gift guide. I'll get to that in a minute. And then the other one is some cool, smaller, shop small, buy local, buy from your friends themed show. And I'll be bringing you that in the next weeks as well. So stay tuned. Again, hit that notifications on button. You're not going to want to miss it. However, all that being said, a really cool company who, I'm not going to lie, these folks sent me this pack talk. I think it's absolutely dope. These are the people at Cardo, and they are going to be going ahead and they're giving thanks to military, veteran, and first responders with a 20% discount. Just in time for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, Cardo Systems, the global market leader in Bluetooth and mesh communication systems for power sports riders, today announced a 20% discount for active military personnel, veterans, and first responders. It's available at cardosystems.com. So you can go ahead. It's applicable to the Cardo's entire lineup of comms and accessories. So I thought that that was really cool, and a little bit of love for our folks that are for our police, fire, first responders, veterans, active, all of those folks. I thought that was neat. So I wanted to go ahead and, on top of all of the gazillions of specials and deals that are going to be floating around on the internet, or already are floating around on the internet, I wanted to make you aware of the folks over at Cardo. Another piece of news that was just announced in the past day or two is going to be about the Dakar Rally. So Dakar Rally has been around for a very, very long time. It is a super neat, just rugged, rough, tough. I always love watching footage of this rally. It is just super inspiring. There's incredible stories every single year of triumph and of just, you know, it's just a really powerful, neat, cool thing. Dakar originally was the Paris Dakar, which ran from Paris, France, not Paris, Texas, Paris, France, all the way down to Dakar in Africa. That was the beginning of the roots of it. However, they changed. It has been moved around several different locations. Most relatively recently, it was down in South America, and it ran through all sorts of Chile and Peru, and I think it was in Brazil. And anyway, it ran through all sorts of routes all over the place in South America. And then last year, a little bit of controversy, they relocated to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. What? I swear to God, last year I said that too. Why do I say Saudi? Saudi Arabia. So they moved overseas. They're in Saudi Arabia last year, and obviously this year, as you can see by the slide on your screen, they are there as well. This is going to be kicking off in January 2021 with a new route. Show must go on. It's a tricky time to be an event organizer. While most 2020 events were removed from the calendar and rescheduled in 2021, as things currently stand, organizers of early year events are already shuffling things around, some even planning to just skip it and reschedule for 2022. There's one event that will seemingly go on as planned, pandemic or not, and that's the Dakar Rally. I suppose a rally in the middle of the desert is as socially distanced as anyone will ever be, and that is the absolute truth. So organizers of the world's most famous rally confirmed that the event is set to take place in January of 2021. They also unveiled the new route that it reduces last year's 8,000-mile trek through Saudi Arabia to only 4,750 miles for 2021. They explained that there are fewer fast sections and that the new route focuses on technique and navigation skills instead. So I thought that that was cool. Again, there was a little bit of controversy because of some of their human rights violations, and their Saudi Arabia is just kind of a troublesome location for me personally, and lots of people. I just think it's kind of a weird pick, but God bless, they must have thrown a bunch of money at it. They got to do what they got to do. So for right now, this year, this race is in Saudi Arabia. I will still watch it. I will still be inspired by it. I still think it's a neat, cool thing. Anyway, that's what's going on in January, and this news was just released out here on the interwebs, so I want to make you aware of it. You can, of course, follow along over at, I think it's just Dakar.com now. Yeah, it's got to be. I believe their website is called Dakar.com. They always post awesome video footage and end-of-day recaps and all sorts of rad stuff. So this will be a neat thing to follow along out here in the digital universe, as well as just about everything else that's out here going on that's only in the digital universe. It'll just give you one more kick-ass thing to watch in January. So I wanted to go ahead and bring that up. Now, last but not least, for today's bit of news, I did want to talk to you about something that was just announced this past week from our friends over at Harley-Davidson, and that is Harley-Davidson is to give away 500 Harley-Davidson Riding Academy classes for the holiday season. Share the thrill of motorcycle riding this holiday season. Harley-Davidson encourages riders to nominate friends and family for free Learn to Ride classes. As we put 2020 in the rearview mirror and focus on the new year, Harley-Davidson wants to help friends and family reconnect with the shared passion of the open road by giving away 500 Harley-Davidson Riding Academy classes this holiday season. Now through December 31st, riders will be able to nominate the non-rider in their life they want to gift the thrill of riding to in 2021. Winners will receive a free Harley-Davidson Riding Academy class in addition to a $200 Harley-Davidson gift card to use for riding gear to prepare for their course. And the best part is, if your non-rider is selected, you win a $100 Harley-Davidson gift card to enjoy for yourself. So this is like a gazillion dollars worth of free Harley-Davidson swag and apparel on top of 500 free riding classes going to your buddies who don't ride currently. Upload your favorite personal Harley-Davidson motorcycle image. Then mention the non-rider friend or family member in your life that you want to give the gift of learning to ride motorcycles to, and use the hashtag gift of riding and hashtag giveaway. Post must include the hashtag gift of riding and hashtag giveaway. This also counts over on Twitter. Same rules. Upload your favorite personal Harley-Davidson motorcycle image. It does not have to be you. It does not have to be your bike. It does not have to be your anything. It just has to be your favorite Harley-Davidson image with the hashtag gift of riding and hashtag giveaway, and then at your buddy that you would like to give this to. It's the gift of the open road. And for anyone interested in learning to ride, the Harley-Davidson Riding Academy can help you build your skills on two wheels in just a few days. That's just talking a little bit more about the academy. But I thought that this was really kick-ass. So there's this huge conversation going out here in motorcycling right now. I've talked to several motorcycling marketing directors and big dogs and folks that are in the industry. And, the concern for forever really is about how do we bring new people into the sport of motorcycling. Well, COVID, the silver lining of COVID is that sales are through the roof for motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, RVs, trailers, jet skis, water sports, you name it that is like a live outside type vibe, which motorcycling absolutely is. And sales are totally through the roof. So while a lot of us already existing motorcycles, van lifers, ATV or UTVers, a lot of us are taking advantage and are adding, second and third bikes and toys and fun things to the arsenal because this is the best way to recreate right now with COVID. There is an awful lot of brand new people coming to the table. So let's gift them and get them going and get them trained up on wheels. Or at least, if you have somebody who just bought their first bike this past year and they're already riding, but maybe their brother, their buddy, their mom, their dad, their significant other, whatever, you want to inspire them to go ahead and get on two wheels and join us also. That's what this contest is about. It's about broadening and expanding this love of motorcycling to everybody out here. So the next show that I'm going to be doing next week, I'm going to be doing a show talking more about all of this riding and training and skills and classes and camps and dirt bike schools and flat track schools and all sorts of rad stuff to up your skills game, as well as just open the doors to you to maybe a totally new type of motorcycle riding. I grew up a tiny little bit on dirt bikes, but not really. And it wasn't until it was, in the past 10 years that I started taking my very first dirt bike schools and camps and classes. And not only did I have a blast, and I made sure that I brought some of my best girlfriends with me and we all did it together and shared, and guy friends too. But not only did I make sure that I invited and brought in some of my best homies, so we had a blast. We made a weekend out of it. We camped, we went and drank some beers after class and hung out and made a fun weekend out of it. We also learned a totally new motorcycle riding skill. And now I think every single one of my buddies that has taken a school with me, every single one of us now owns a dirt bike. Every single one of us, without fail, without exception, every single one of us now has a dirt bike because we just fell in love with it so much and what it represents and being able to go outside and camp and throw it in your truck or throw it in your van and go ride with your buddies on the weekend. So there's just all sorts of rad opportunities like that. It sounds nerdy. Maybe it sounds nerdy. To me, it doesn't sound nerdy, but it might sound nerdy to you. But I guarantee it's an absolute blast and you'll have a great time. And it's even better if you share this with your friends. So anyway, I've got a whole program dedicated to that entire topic. And this Harley-Davidson program giving away 500 training sessions to new riders really is the one that inspired me to make that show. So I'm going to be working on that and bringing that to you next week. And then I'll bring you another show. Will it be too late? Maybe the following week? No, it'll probably be, that'll be Wednesday and Friday show. Wednesday and Friday shows will be, or next week, midweek, I should say, because I'm actually getting a crown put on next week. But I'll do a midweek show that'll talk about the riding schools, and then I'll do another show on Friday, hopefully, if I'm feeling okay. And that'll be talking about small businesses and small motorcycle-owned businesses to buy kick-ass holiday gifts for. Or from, I should say. So, that's what's going on out here in motorcycling. What do you guys think about that? I came in like a butterball and I'm going out like a cannonball, talking to you about some of the awesome stuff going on in motorcycle land. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys peeking in, saying, hey, wishing me a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you had a lovely Thanksgiving as well. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, no matter where you are out there in the world. I hope you get to enjoy some kick-ass motorcycles or motorcycling, or at least some kick-ass motorcycle buddies, because I think that they are the best people ever. So I am thankful for each and every one of you for watching these shows. I actually had a post this past week talking about that. It was one of those flashback, the memories that they give you in your Facebook. And it was about a show I did 4 years ago now from one of the International Motorcycle Show series. And it had 70,000 views. And it was just a walkthrough of the custom bikes. And I did that every single week at every single show that I went to. So I've been bringing you shows, at least one show a week for almost, if not more, for 5-ish some years now. I've been bringing you a show every single week that I haven't been in the hospital or been out of town. But I've been bringing you these shows for years now. And so I'm thankful for each and every one of you for watching, clicking, liking, and sharing them. I'm thankful for all of my Moto family, all of my awesome motorcycle buddies. It's what my whole life is about. I'm not going to lie. Like, my whole life is about motorcycling. So I'm grateful to each and every one of you for clicking, like, and sharing, being friends in real life, the hugs, the high fives, the notes, the positive vibes. I am thankful for all of it. So thank you thank you to all of you guys. I love you guys. Have a lovely weekend, and I will be back next week. So hit the notifications on, because I think Wednesday I have a dentist appointment. I think I do. I don't remember my calendar off the top of my head. But I have a heavy duty all day dentist appointment one of the days next week, so I might not be doing a show on that day. Anyway, that was way too much information, but keep the notifications on. You're not going to miss it. I've got a good show coming up next week. I've got 2 good shows coming up next week, so come on back. I'll see you then. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Take care, ride safe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for my show partner, Vroom Your Room, Vroom or Track Back. Thank you so much. 2-stroke tees, grab a t-shirt. I still have a handful available. Free shipping in the lower US. This is a great holiday gift. That is a kick-ass 2-stroke t-shirt that is designed by a friend in Illinois and printed here in Louisville, Kentucky. Choppertown Nation, I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a follow over on the Instagrams. It all goes down in the stories.